सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नन्दनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। श्रीकृष्ण परमात्मने नमः। अथ नवमोऽध्यायः। श्रीभगवानुवाच इदं तु ते गुह्यतमं प्रवक्ष्याम्यनसूयवे ज्ञानं विज्ञानसहितं यज्ञात्वा मोक्ष्यसे शुभात्। राजविद्या राजगुह्यं पवित्रमिदमुत्तमं प्रत्यक्षावगमं धर्म्यं सुसुखं कर्तुमव्ययम्। अश्रद्धदानाः पुरुषाः धर्मस्यास्य परन्तप अप्राप्यमान्निवर्तन्ते मृत्युसंसारवर्त्मनि। मया ततमिदं सर्वं जगदव्यक्तमूर्तिना मत्स्थानि सर्वभूतानि न चाहन्तेष्वस्थितः न च मत्स्थानि भूतानि पश्य मे योगमैश्वरम्। भूतभृन्न च भूतस्थः ममात्मा भूतभावनः। यथाकाशस्थितो नित्यं वायुः सर्वत्र गोमहान् तथा सर्वाणि भूतानि मत्स्थानीत्युपधारय। सर्वभूतानि कौन्तेय प्रकृतिं यान्ति मामिकाम्। कल्पक्षये पुनस्तानि कल्पादौ विसृजाम्यहम्। प्रकृतिं स्वामवष्टभ्य विसृजामि पुनः पुनः। भूतग्राममिमं कृत्स्नम् अवशं प्रकृतेर्वशात् न च मान्तानि कर्माणि निबध्नन्ति धनञ्जय। उदासीनवदासीनम् असक्तं तेषु कर्मसु मयाध्यक्षेण प्रकृतिः सूयते सचराचरम्। हेतुनानेन कौन्तेय जगद्विपरिवर्तते। Okay. So in the last class we saw the importance of this Atma Vidya. What is the benefit? What is the nature of it? It is Guhyat Guhyatamam. It is Pavitram. It is Uttamam Jnanam. And Pratyaksha Avagamam. You can very much practically get it in this Janma here and now. And it is Dharmyam. It is very much in line with what our Shastras are and Dharma is telling. And it gives Susukham Kartum. You will get moksha. But for that, two important aspects very clearly identified. One is Patrata, that the student should have Anasuya. Okay. Non-critical mind. That means they should not be evaluating what is being taught. Sorry. But understand that, and then after understanding, to vichara on it. And if there is any doubt, get back. So without doing a proper inquiry and without understanding it, one should not become very critical or very analytical about it. That means without Shraddha, if it is being just mocked upon, then they are not the right people for whom this particular jnanam is there. So Anasuya and Shraddha, a very important aspect which is required by the students who want to, for everyone who wants to get this Atma Vidya. Now from the 4th shloka up to the 10th shloka is the main teaching of Atma Vidya. So as Bhagavan had said, Jnanam Vijnana Sahitam, he will give Jnanam and Vijnanam. So he starts explaining the Jnanam and Vijnanam in these shlokas from 4 to 10. So he starts with Maya Tatam Idam Sarvam Jagataha Avyakta Murtina Matsthani Sarvabhutani Nachaham Teshu Avasthitaha. So he gives very clearly 2 particular aspects or attributes of the Vijnana here. It says Maya Avyaktam. I am this Avyaktam. Avyaktam means that which is unmanifested. Okay. So if manifested, then your Pancha Indriyas can capture it. But here Bhagavan's Vijnana Swarupam, or we can't call Vijnana Swarupam, Nirguna Brahman is Sarva Pramana Agochara, Sarva Indriya Agochara, hence Avyaktam. Okay, it cannot be captured or perceived by any of the Indriyas. Why Indriyas? The Shruti says, Yato Vacho Nivartante Aprapya Manasa Saha, from which the whole speech is coming out. Yato Vacho Nivartante. Okay. Aprapya Manasa Saha, it cannot be beheld by even the mind. So if it cannot be beheld by the mind, then where is the question of the Indriyas? And hence, it is Avyakta Murti. Avyakta Murtina. So, as if you see, you can personify it as a Murti, but that is your, what do you say, that is your coming to the Jnanam part, that Nirguna Brahman is being made into Saguna Ishvara Swarupam for your Aradhana and Sadhana. That is okay, but that is not the true nature of Ishvara. So the true nature is Nirguna and hence Avyakta Murti. Then Tatam. Okay. It pervades into everything. Existence pervades into everything. So there is pervasion and there is non-manifestation. 2 attributes which have been very, very clear. That which is Sukshmat Sukshmataram, which is the subtlest of the subtle and hence can pervade maximum into everything, which you can't even imagine, and hence Bhagavan in this Nirguna Brahman is present everywhere. So all pervasion, and yet you are not able to see the manifested form of it. Okay, सब जगह है लेकिन दिखाई नहीं देता, समझ में नहीं आ रहा. Okay, right. Then says Matsthani Sarva Bhutani. So if I am pervaded all around, all the beings and all the things are established in me. All the beings and all the things are established in me. So it is a way of telling it. That means I am present everywhere. When you say this Jivatma, it is not this body which has got an Atma called Jivatma, but it is this Atma which has incidentally got this body. Hopefully you are able to understand this. When we say Jivatma, it is not the body which has got an Atma, but it is this Atma which has incidentally got this body, which we give it a name and a form. Okay, and hence Matsthani Sarva Bhutani means everything else are established on me. That means whatever you are talking of, everything else are what? Namadheyani. They are all just name and form, nothing else other than that. Okay, right. That means here the attribute is primary existence and attribute is only the Atma. The rest lower order is Prakriti. Okay, so Matsthani Sarva Bhutani Nacha Aham Teshu Avasthitaha. Okay, Sthitaha, I am not present because of them. Avasthitaha, my avastha is not there because of them. In fact, they are in me and I am not in them. How can you now see this? They are in me, but I am not in them. Okay, so when such a thing is told, the student will understand that, oh, you have a bigger thing, and in that we are all small things. You understand? So when you draw a big picture, and in that we are all small in that. That means it tells very clearly that I am there, the rest are all in me. I am not in them. Okay. When it is told this way, it can be properly misunderstood. It can be very easily misunderstood. For example, this light is everywhere and is blessing everything. All our actions, interactions, everything is visible only because of the light. Okay, so we are in the light, we are in the space, and space is not in us. Does it make sense? We are in the space, space is not in us. Space can remain even if we don't exist. Just independent. But we all need space to exist. Otherwise, if we are not existing in the space, we are unmanifested in potential form. You understand this? Are you able to get this? In this particular example, am I different and is the space different? I need some, because these are verses which we have to understand it clearly. The example which I gave about space and us, is the space and us, we are different or we are one? Is the space you or and you are the space? Can it be considered that way? Or space is different, I am different? Not different. Huh?
No, not different.
Not different. So you are seeing the space which is there around you and you are the same. Huh?
We are part of the space.
Huh? You are part of the space or you are in the space?
And in the space.
So you are not part of the space.
But they are in the space.
You are in the space, that is okay. For example, डब्बा का अंदर आइटम है, डब्बा और आइटम अलग है. डब्बा cannot be part of the item. Item cannot be part of the डब्बा. पर्स का अंदर पैसा है. Purse and paisa are different. Paisa is not part of the purse. Purse is not part of the paisa. Is it right or wrong? In the same logic, when you are in space, are you a part of the space? Or are you not a part of the space? Are you different from the space? इतना it is not कौन बनेगा करोड़पति का एक question where you need multiple choices. There are only two options which I am giving. There is no third option at all, and there is no phone a friend or anyone. Just unmute and tell. It is such a simple thing which even child can tell this. When I see myself and space, I am in the space. Is me and the space one, or is me and the space different? Is the question. क्लास बंद करना है क्या?
नहीं.
हाँ? Others, everyone seems to be just silent on these things. Told you these are important ones and we need to understand it very clearly. If you all are into it, just clarify so that I know you all are understanding it or not. This is not a discourse. You have to understand the topic clearly. I am again asking, and it is for everyone. When I am there in space, is space and me different? Am I the space or am I not the space?
I am not the space, but I am in the space.
There is no but and all, na yaar. Where is the question of but? When you say but, that means it is not a clear answer at all. What brings that but in between?
We are many.
Huh?
We are the space. We are in some way a manifestation of the space.
अरे यार कहाँ आगे तुम लोग बहुत बढ़ जाते हो यार. छोटा बच्चे लोग will simply understand. मैं डब्बा का और आइटम का दिया. मैं स्पेस में हूँ. मैं नहीं रहेगा तो भी स्पेस रहेगा. लेकिन स्पेस नहीं रहेगा तो मैं रह सकता है क्या?
No.
तो am I the space? I am not the space ना यार.
No, not the space.
Why are we confusing so much? This body, 80 kilos body, may have space inside it, has a lot of space outside it. But is it space? It is not space. This container actually defines space inside and outside. देखो एक डब्बा में कोई चीज है तो what does a डब्बा do? It is only defining the space inside the डब्बा and outside the डब्बा because it is different from the space. If it was the same space, then ये डब्बा का मतलब ही नहीं है. घर का दीवार इसके लिए कि घर का अंदर का जगह और घर का बाहर का जगह को अलग करने के लिए एक दीवार है. तो दीवार और स्पेस एक ही हो गया तो there is no house. Doesn't make sense. Is it very difficult to understand? सब लोग पारमार्थिक में मत जाओ. ये व्यवहार का बात कर रहा हूं मैं. Okay. So in this example, because Akasha is part of Prakriti, we are a part of Prakriti, that means the Sharira is part of the Prakriti, it is different. So any example in the material world if you give, it will always be different because the container and the content are two different things. Are you able to get this? Now we move from Vyavahara to Paramartha. Now see what is he saying? Matsthani sarvabhutani na chaham teshu avasthita. So everyone are in me and I am not in anyone. Okay. If I equal to space, everyone equal to me. Now you compare it. I am there in space, space is not in me. Correct? Is it clear? Here Bhagavan says, everyone are in me and I am not in anyone. Are you able to get this? Now, if this logic is understood this way, what I have actually thought about Bhagavan, that Bhagavan is like space. Yes or no? Correct? If Bhagavan, if our logical mind goes to say that Bhagavan is like space or like light, it is everywhere, and I am different than that, then the understanding will go wrong. Are you able to get me? First he says, Matsthani sarva bhutani, everything is in me. Like everyone are in space. Na cha aham teshu avasthitaha. I do not belong to them. I am not them. That means as space is not me, Bhagavan is not me. That means I am different than Bhagavan. Bhagavan is the container, I am the content. Content is different than the container. So this teaching will make us think that way. And that is a wrong knowledge. Are you able to get this? And hence, he tells in the next shloka, Nacha matsthani bhutani. Are, but no one is there inside me also. No one is established in me. Confused? Last time in the class I had told, after this, think about these two shlokas, have your questions and come. जो बुक पूर्णमदा का टाइम में बंद हुआ, वो बुक अभी खुला है और उस पर क्वेश्चन क्या समझ ही नहीं है तो क्वेश्चन कहाँ से आएगा? He is contradicting himself in the two shlokas is what we discussed in the last class. Why do you feel it contradicting? Because first it is looked from Vyavaharika Drishtya. He said, I am not in anyone, everyone are established in me. I am the container, everyone are the content. But that will be a wrong teaching because this is jnanam. There is a vijnanam which is present, where he goes to the next shloka and says, Nacha matsthani bhutani. No one is in me also. Is it clear? Is it clear? I want it loud and clear by everyone. Is it clear or not clear? If it is clear, then how does this controversy get resolved? Can you see a controversy here?
Yes.
The earlier shloka, Mastani Sarva Bhutani, Nacha Matstani Bhutani. Very clear controversy. How does the controversy get resolved?
In the fifth shloka, Bhagavan says, no one is inside me, but then it means that he is inside everything or everyone.
That he has told, then no. Nachaham te shavasthita mastani sarva bhutani is very clear. He is in everyone, which is also okay. But mastani sarva bhutani he has told earlier. Everyone are in me, he has told. Now he is saying no one is in me. It is not the question of he being in everyone or not. If he is a substratum, everyone are within it. If he is the container, we are in. Now he says, no, I am not the container and no one is within me. So how do you logically justify this? Is the question clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So then what is the view? Because we have already discussed this in the last class. Huh? I am not telling anything new.
Sir, we have to see it in a different plane. One in the Paramarthik plane, another in the Vyavaharik plane.
Okay, so
So then that contradiction will get solved.
how do you solve it? Explain it. I am not understood. I mean, if a question is asked to everyone, please help. She has taken a courage to. Some people have taken courage to at least try and answer. Others help. By answering, they don't get victimized. Please, it is not for victimization. Unless these concepts are understood, this is the crux of Vedanta.
Sir, I couldn't understand.
What, the question or the answer?
Sir, actually,
No, what did you not understand? The question or the answer?
actually both the things, like if I can understand the question, I may be able to.
So you didn't understand the question. Okay,
Yes, sir.
I will repeat the question. Shloka number 4, second line, first quarter, he mentions Matsthani Sarva Bhutani. Everyone are established in me. Shloka number 5, first quarter, first line, he says Nacha Matsthani Bhutani. No one is established in me. So, across lines, he is just contradicting. In the first line, he says, everyone are established in me. In the second line, he says, no one is established in me. Either Vyasacharya, Krishna, is fooling us, considering that these people are not intelligent, they can't think. Whatever we say, they will just blindly repeat it. Either that could be one answer. Or our understanding is wrong. It needs a explanation. Both the statements are correct, but it needs an explanation. Now, the first one, thinking that Shastras, Acharyas are going to fool us is absolutely wrong. So that option doesn't be there. That means we have to explain this so that it justifies logically what and why such a contradictory thing is being put, for which the answer given by Jigna is You have to see it in two different planes. One is Vyavaharika plane and other is Paramarthika plane. This is where we have stopped the discussion. And every time I am going to ask, have you understood this? We may not go to any other shloka, doesn't matter, but this shloka these two needs to be understood very clearly. Okay. Now, what is the explanation? How you can justify it as two planes and all those things? How do you justify it? Anyone can answer. Is the question clear? Is the first part of the answer clear, Nipa?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But I'm just thinking, like I'm also trying to find a answer. So give me 2 minutes. I'm also a little confused. Like both the shlokas are very contradicting each other. So,
Okay. So who wants to clarify? Come on. Who wants to remove the
Sir,
confusion?
I can make an attempt. Sir, the first is the Vyavaharik plane, in which it is Dvaita. That means I am separate from God, even though God pervades everything. The other verse is about the Paramarthik plane, where there is only Advait. That means God, there is only one God. That is why he says that in the first plane, that I pervade everywhere. Everybody listen me, but it is still the Dvaita concept where I am separate from God, but God is everywhere. Whereas in this, there is only one God, there is nothing else in the other verse.
Did you all understand it? Is it clear? Why was the second line had to be told? The next shloka, why was it to be told itself? What would have happened only if the first shloka was there? If you are a teacher and a student would have asked, would you have done it this way? Or told only the first one or the second one?
the fifth shloka had to be told because the fourth shloka shows Dvaitam, but our scriptures teach us Advaitam.
Okay. So then why was the fourth itself told? Directly if you are told the fifth one, right? Because then it is in line with the scriptures. Quote unquote, as you mentioned. Because in scriptures, Dvaitam is also very much there in a big way. Otherwise, Karma Kanda will not come. Very feeble.
Is that who the just because of who being real bhakti will reside inside him?
Here, I would not want to bring in some other aspect as bhakti and all. We are logically trying to understand this.
Okay.
So, from a very logical perspective, why was the fourth told and then immediately contradicted to the fifth one? We have understood that yes, both have its clear meaning when we change the plane of existence which we are considering. Vyavaharika versus Paramarthika. Then the next question will come, why both have to be told? Tell only the Paramarthika and leave it. Because that is what you want to tell, right? Why the fourth had to be told? Or, if fourth is a convincing one, leave it at fourth, why the fifth had to be told? You tell something and immediately contradict it. This is where that vichara comes, na? Then you are thinking out of the shloka, why is this way? Because the Upanishad is going to be like this, huh? Just don't go by what that word meaning is or what is told. That is brainwashing. We don't want to brainwash anyone. Everyone are intelligent. You have to think. Pramana Shastra is Chodana Lakshanabhyam Tad Pramanaha. You have to think. You have to ask questions. You have to get your answers from that, from the Shastras. Then it becomes, then you internalize it. So, why was the Vyavaharika plane told, then Paramarthika? Why the Paramarthika was not told first and then Vyavaharika? Why both had to be told? So many questions can come out. Because this contradiction is leading to all these things. If you would have not contradicted, no question would have come. Let's assume that there is a contradiction. There is a need. Okay. And both had to be told. Then why the Vyavaharika first?
Because Vyavaharika is easily understood by us.
Everyone. Because we are living in that plane. We can all relate to it very easily, as I said, space, us, and all that. But then what happens? The moment you talk of Vyavaharika, what happens?
Dvaitam comes.
What is Dvaitam?
I am different, and God is different, and rest all is different.
Between me and you are also different. Why only God? Everything is different. That is Dvaitam. Okay? This, if you sit in Dvaitam, what is the sambandha of us and Bhagavan? Then there is a sambandha. If two are there, there is a sambandha. See, the next problem starts. More than one, if two are there, there is a relationship. That relationship has to be clearly established. So what will be the relationship between me and God? Based on this shloka. Matsthani sarvabhutani na chahante shravastitaha.
We will be revering, the God is, we are revering Him, and He is the one who will like He is the one who will give us what we want or anything that way. So we are praying to Him.
Be with the shloka. Don't see. When you talk of this relationship, that relationship is something like adhara adeya. One who is a substratum, other is the substrate on it. The substrate and the other is the thing which is sitting on the substratum. Right? So there is something and there is another thing sitting on it. Correct? Now, look at the previous line. Maya tatapidam sarvam jagadavyakta murtina. If you consider the second line to be like this, how will you justify the first line? Next problem has come. Maya tatam, I am that pervading principle in everyone. So, I am a part of the content, not just the container. So, the first line he says, I am pervading over everyone, so I am a part of you. Even if you consider as Dvaitam, I am a part of you. Then he says, Matsthani sarva bhutani, everyone is established in me. Na chaham teshu avastitaha, but I am not dependent on them. So when such a statement is said, it is like how you know, I am that thing like an electricity which is pervading in all the gadgets, making them to function, and if the gadgets are not there, still electricity will be there. It fits. Maya tatam idam sarvam jagada vyakta murtina. You can't make a murti of electricity, you can't personify that electricity. Right? That is the one which is making everything work. And that's existence, the electricity's existence doesn't depend on the gadgets. It fits properly? Perfect. Now tell me electricity is different and the gadget is different. समझ में आ रहा है? That is how that logical mind will start thinking, Acha, oh, I understood, because with the example, now we have nicely crystallized Bhagavan as electricity, we as the gadgets. Dvaitam has already set in. Okay. Why should that be broken? Let us be happy with it now. Why that needs to be broken?
So because if we view it from the Vyavaharic plane, all our basically our senses are going from relationship with God, and it would be impossible to understand the completeness or the Advaita part of which is only possible to understand in the Vyavaharic. When I say understanding, to realize it in the Paramārthik thing. Because when you look at it from the Dvaita perspective, all the superimpositions come into picture.
ये वो सब तुम लोगों को पट्टी पड़ा है, वो सुपर इम्पोजिशन सब बोल रहे हो. See, please understand that logically you will try to look at it as two different things. Then later on, when you are told that there is something called superimposition, you will understand it in the right way. Now that superimposition has still not come, I can still be very happy like electricity and the gadget and continue now. Somewhere there is something has to bring me to the Paramarthika plane. Why is that needed, I am asking? Let's be in the Vyavahara plane, continue as Dvaita, and very relaxedly everything is going fine. Why to move it? What will get into a big problem if you do that?
When you realize Bhagavan, I think whatever was there, which you thought about earlier, it totally gets removed, or you forget that.
Correct. Okay. That is fine, but coming to this shloka, this is exactly that concept what we had about Bhagavan is being changed by these shlokas. That is true. So that change has to happen, but that change has to happen in a right way, that it cannot go from a wrong knowledge to a confused knowledge.
I am not all this. You assume that I am all this, but I am something different.
Correct. Now, will not, okay, where, okay, I am something different. I can still be something different in Dvaita. I am something different in Dvaita itself. For example, I am a bhoot. I am a ghost. I am a Brahma Rakshasa. Why not? I am something different. Are you all able to get the issue where we will get stuck? Because where you are going to get stuck is in that same shloka. Avyakta Murtina, when you are saying that I am not manifestable, I am that unmanifested form, your Vyavaharika world does not have anything to even understand this unmanifested form. The problem is there now. The moment you say that way, why should you come to the Paramarthika? Because the first attribute given is Avyakta. I am Avyakta Murti. If I am Avyakta, because otherwise I will negate that your presence is there. Because what is not understandable, what is not perceivable by me is not existing. Correct? It is not existing. If someone comes and asks that, forget it, where is this God? Leave it, now there is no God or anything. So this Avyaktam word goes off. Now if you catch this Avyaktam, okay, if it is Avyaktam, it will be like something like Karana Shariram or Karana Prapancham, not accessible to anyone. He says, no, I am present in everything. And I am present in such a way that I can independently exist without anything else existing. Okay, Vyavaharika plane still fits properly. But that Avyaktam will not, you will start questioning that. For example, in deep sleep state, I am as Avyaktam or Vyaktam?
Avyaktam.
Correct? Do you accept it? Very easily said. Do you accept it? I am Avyakta. Where did that I come when you woke up? It was ever Vyaktam to be. But I did not have any gadgets available to perceive it. But I slept. I can't deny that. Are you able to get that? So, that Avyaktam can be explained only Paramarthika. And hence, from Vyavaharika, to understand the concept, starting Maya Tatamidam Jagadavyakta Murtina is Paramarthika. Then he comes down to Vyavaharika Matstani Sarva Bhutani Nachahante Shvavastitaha. Then again goes back to Paramarthika Nachamatstani Bhutani. And he says Pashyame Yogamaishwara. My ability to be in the Jnanam and Vijnanam form is Pashyame Yogamaishwara. If you want to see me as Saguna Ishwara, I am always available. If you want to be with the Nirguna Jnanam, I am always there only. Nirguna Jnanam Paramarthika, Saguna Ishwara Vyavaharika. Okay. Only from Dvaita Saguna we can go logically to the Nirguna. Otherwise, if you go directly to Nirguna, it is like someone brainwashing you, and when a question is asked, it will be like this. Who is going to answer? I don't know. Why? The answers are not clear. It is not, I have not got my own justification for it. Right? So, this particular one very clearly going from Advaita to Dvaita, back to Advaita, so that if you are in Advaita only, it will be like saying Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya Jivo Brahma Eva Naparaha. How many Brahma Satyam everyone accepts? Why? Brainwash. Jagan Mithya, how many are accepting? No one will accept it. It is only lip service today. Yes or no? Jagan Mithyatvam is lip service. Jagan Mithyatvam, lip service or not, but Brahma Satyatvam has to be understood properly. And that is why he is They are spending that much of effort to put it in such a way that Arjuna will now get that clearly that first of all understand I am a principle. When I am a principle, don't go to experience me because I am avyakta. I don't ask for Brahman experience. Not possible. Saguna Ishvara experience, very much possible. That Saguna Ishvara only comes to everyone's dream and says, this Bhagavan came to my dream and told me this and I did this, all that possible. Okay, Saguna Ishvara can come. Nirguna Brahman will not come in anyone's dream. Impossible. Because Nirguna Brahman is always there in everything. Then I don't understand it. That is why it is avyaktam. From Brahman's perspective, it is avyaktam or vyaktam. Next question. Whose perspective it is avyaktam and whose perspective it is vyaktam? Because we are still in Dvaita. Huh? Let's not forget that. From whose perspective?
The Vyaktam and Vyaktam is from our perspective.
From Brahman's perspective?
No, our perspective.
No, from Brahman's perspective, what it is?
Everything is Vyaktam.
Everything is vyaktam. Huh?
There is no difference, sir, from Brahman's perspective.
No. How to clarify this? What does it mean there is no difference?
Sir, Brahman or Nirguna Brahman, there is no difference whether it is manifested or unmanifested.
So this
From our
word,
perspective.
called vyaktam and avyaktam is only in vyavahara,
Yes.
not in paramartha. Are you able to get this? Slowly with each of this I am trying to move you all to the planes and look at it from two different aspects. Is it clear? Okay. That is why once he goes back to the Paramarthika, he says, Nacha matsthani bhutani, because bhutani does not exist. Sir, how are you telling we are all sitting here, 80, 100 kilograms, we don't exist if you tell, you are either blind. And that is why he says, Pashyame Yoga Maishwar. So when I have a dream, is the dream existing or non-existing?
Sir, dream exists, but since it is not permanent, we don't value it. Since it is not real, we don't value it.
Dream exists or does not exist?
Sir, we don't have to value it, that's all we know.
So does it exist or does not exist?
Since I have experienced it, sir, for me it exists for the time being, but then we don't have to value it.
So it exists.
Dream exists.
Dream exists.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, like
So the dream exists for the person who is in the dreaming state. And the moment that person goes to the waking state, the dream does not exist. So when the question is whether dream exists or not, the answer will be subject to whose reference? The dreamer's reference or the waker's reference? If you say it exists, you have a problem. If you say it does not exist, you have a problem. Okay? So, how do you now express something which exists in a certain situation and which does not exist in a certain situation? How will you express that? For example, how many have seen a mirage? Anyone knows a mirage? Mrit Krishna mirage. Does it exist or not exist? If you say it,
When you say Viraj, it exists.
that is why it is called Viraj. Correct. That is why it is called Viraj.
Yes.
Yes. That's correct answer. If you say dream exists, that is why it is called a dream, then that's the right answer actually. So far, see, the answer is right or wrong based on how you justify it. It is like the court case. There is nothing called absolutely right or absolutely wrong. You have to clearly, because when it comes to these areas, they are grey areas. Unless you clarify and remove the grey into black and white, then only you are clear to go to either full white or full black. The grey area comes very, very clear to break only when you know what is full black and what is full white. Okay. Now, same way, the question is, the existence of a dream is based on the dreamer or the waker?
Dreamer.
Think.
No, waker.
Because when you are in the dream, as a dreamer, it is never a dream for you. It is maha real for you at that moment. When does that thing become a dream? Only from a waker's perspective. So far as you are in the dream, it is maha satyam. You are completely advaita, advitiya with the dream. You are not separate from the dream. You are a part of the dream. You experience everything in that dream. Correct? But the moment you wake up, that is the time you call it, oh, I had a dream. You will never say, I saw a picture last night. You will say, I had a dream. Okay, so the dream becomes a dream from a waker's perspective. The satyatvam of that present situation becomes mithya only when you see it from the next higher level. The dream becomes a dream only when you see it from the next higher level, which is the waker. Then you define that, yes, I cannot negate that I experienced it. But is it true? No. Can it independently exist? No. Then it depends on whom? Me, the waker. Why? During the waking stage, whatever I did, and there was a video recording, that got processed in a particular format in the dream state, which is playing again on my mind. Are you able to get this? So the dream existence depends on whom? Me, the waker. Okay. Same way, come to Bhagavan and us. When you go to the waker state, this dream called Vyavahara actually does not exist. Okay. Now when you say does not exist, that is why Jagan Mithyatvam is coming now. So if it does not exist, what do you talk about my experiences with it? Very much true. I am experiencing it. So what? Yet unreal. Okay. As much as Brahma Satyatvam is established in this, Jagan Mithyatvam has to get established with full conviction. We are not saying that this world doesn't exist. We are saying that the world doesn't exist in an absolute plane. In a relative plane, it exists. Like the dream. If you want to be always in the dream state, so be it, be very happy. But if you see this from the waker's angle and say that the dream exists, that is why I understand the Jagat as Mithya, because I, the Satyam Atma, is independent of the dream or this Jagat. It is just a picture coming and going. Pictures can come and go. Like one dream, many janmas are pictures coming and going. Extended, many janmas are just coming and going. They are all dreams of bigger scale. When that becomes a dream, only when I own up, I am the Atma. So far as I am saying that I am this Jivatma with this Sharira and everything, the dream will be Mahasatyam, this Jagat will be Mahasatyam. Are you able to get this? Correct? Jagat Mithyatvam will happen only when you consider Brahma Satyatvam, which is real, true, independent. Right? And hence, in this particular one, Nachamatstani Bhutani, he says, in that Vijnanam of being, there is nothing called Prakriti. Why? He will further say, Mayadhyakshena Prakritihi Suyatesa Characharam in the 10th shloka. Then he says in the 8th shloka, Prakritim Swama Vashtabhya. So, first we have to understand Prakriti as different from Purushaha. Purushaha has this independent existence, and this Purusha has nothing other than me. Then what happens to the Prakriti? Does Prakriti exist? So to call the state where it exists at a certain particular situation and does not exist other than that, we call it seemingly exist. So Prakriti seemingly exists. Are you able to get this? And when you say seemingly exists, it is Sadasadabhyam Anirvachaniyaha. Sadva Asadvaha Anirvachaniyaha. I cannot clearly express it. Whether is it real or unreal, I do not know. Viveka Chudamani, 108 shloka. Sannapya sannapyubhayatmikano Bhinnapya bhinnapyubhayatmikano Sangapya nangahyubhayatmikano Maha adbhuta anirvachaniya rupa. Jagan Mithyatvam can neither be explained nor can it be explained that it is not there. Its presence cannot be explained, its absence also cannot be explained, and hence I cannot clearly say whether it exists or not, but to this eyes seemingly it looks existent. Like a dream, seemingly it exists. Like a mirage, seemingly it exists. So the moment you put seemingly, you are very clearly telling it actually does not exist. पारमार्थिकतया अव्यक्तम, व्यावहारिकतया महाव्यक्तम. Is it clear? So when such a stage comes where you have to define it across this, that is the thing which is called as mithya. Sat you cannot say, asat you cannot say, and hence it is mithya jagat. Okay. Who is the, from where did this mithya jagat come? From where did this dream come? From where did this dream come? Bhagavan gave. Or when you were sleeping, someone put an injection. Suddenly, oh, the dream started inside. कहाँ से आया, कहाँ से?
Our mind has been generated.
So who? From where did it come?
From within us.
So from where?
From our knowledge, from our.
From where?
From us.
From me, not us.
Yeah.
Your dream came from you, my dream came from me. From me. That is where the ownership now starts. Who enlivened it? Who lived that dream?
I.
Who dissolved the dream?
I.
So the dream's existence is based on you, or your existence is based on the dream?
Dreams existence is based on us.
That's all we are saying. That's all we are saying. Bhagavan's existence can be talked only when we are separately present in Vyavahara. Otherwise, there is no need to even talk of something called Bhagavan and existence. It is ever there. Okay, so I am the dreamer, I am the dream creator, I am the dream destroyer, I am the generator, operator, destroyer of the dream, and this Maha dream, like my small dream, which is called seemingly existent Jagat, who will be its creator, sustainer and destroyer? Bhagavan. Are you able to get this? So the Jagat, and that is what he is going to tell now. He says, Nachamatstani bhutani pashyame yogamaishwaram. See my greatness. In Vyavaharika, everyone believes that all are established in me. In Paramarthika, no one is and need to be established in me, because there is nothing called in. There is only me and me everywhere. So who are you? You are me. समझ में आ रहा है? Paramarthikataya, there is no you and Bhagavan, there is only me. Aham, 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 eva asmi. Don't call it as I in Paramarthika is I1, I in Paramarthika is I2, I3, I4, aham 1, aham 2, and Bhagavan will say I am big aham. ऐसा सब नहीं रहता है, because you have actually jumped to Vyavaharika and superimposed on Paramarthika. वो सब हटा दो, remove the upadhi, what remains is only aham, that conscious principle, consciousness principle. Is it clear? Okay. So he says, Bhuta bhrit na mama bhuta bhavanaha bhutastaha mamatma na bhuta bhrit. It says, I am the generator and the operator of everything, which means I am also the destroyer. सृष्टि स्थिति लय कर्ता ईश्वरः. So I am the creator in inverted commas. Why? You will understand only Dvaita. So I created something for you. Like you created your dream. Like that I created this universe for you. Okay. So it is seemingly I created seeming universe. When you have to go across these two planes and still ensure that you are considering Vyavahara and Paramartha, then it is like Bhagavan saying that seemingly you can consider that I created this seemingly available world. I enlivened the seemingly available world. Seemingly I enlivened. And I seemingly destroyed this seemingly available world. समझ में आ रहा है? अगर आपको वैसा ही पिक्चर देख के अगर आपको वही ड्रीम में देखना है तो वैसा देख लो, अदरवाइज ये कुछ नहीं है. And that is why this creation, enliving and destruction is never Swarupa Lakshanam, it becomes Tatastha Lakshanam. Tasmadva etasmadatmana, sorry, not that. यतो वा इमानि भूतानि जायन्ते येन जातानि जीवन्ति यत्प्रयन्त्यभिसंविशन्ति. Imani bhutani jayante, from where did this whole universe come? Yatova, from whom did it come? Ye najatani jivanti. Who is that? Who is maintaining this? Yat prayantya abhisamvishanti. Where does it go finally and rest? मतलब सृष्टि स्थिति लय करता कौन है? And from Vyavaharika, we say that Paramarthika Ishvara, we don't say that Saguna Ishvara is Srishti Sthiti Layakarta. Because when you, the moment you say Srishti Sthiti Layakarta, you have made that person stand outside. तुरंत आपको बिना मालूम पड़े वो बाहर खड़ा हो गया, ओ भगवान मैं अलग हूँ. He is the creator, I am the created. He is the creator, I am the created. He is pervading in me. He is different, I am different. आ गया, समझ में आ रहा है? Here you don't have to have that bhavana of that way. The moment you are communicating, the picture has already moved and come to Vyavahara. And yes, Nipa, by mistake, or you want to ask something?
It's by mistake.
Okay, so Mamatma Bhuta Bhavanaha. So in me rest all the people. Then he continues, Yatha Kash. He gives now example. What is the example he is giving? Akasha and Vayu. This is the example he is telling. Yatha Kasha Sthito Nityam. Yatha Kasha Sthito Nityam. Vayu Sarvatra Go Mahan. Vayu Sarvatra Go Mahan. Tatha Sarvani Bhutani. Tatha Sarvani Bhutani. Matstani Tyupadharaya. Matstani Tyupadharaya. Yatha Akashaha Sthitaha Nityam. Vayuhu Sarvatragaha Mahan. Tatha Sarvani bhutani matsthani iti upadharaya. Okay. First of all, Vayu Sarvatra Go Mahan. Don't say Vayuhu Sarvatra Go Mahan, because we all want to hear Go Mata is the highest. Sarvatra Go Mahan. No. Sarvatra Gaha is the word. And because of Sandhi it becomes Sarvatra Go Mahan. Okay. Here he gives an example. What is this example and why is he giving? Let us again recap the attributes till now what he has told. First attribute is Avyaktam. Avyaktam means Nirgunatvam. Second attribute is Tatam, Sarvavyaptam, all pervading. First is unmanifested or doesn't have any gunas. Second is Sarvavyapitattvam or Sarvavyaptam, which is all pervading. Third one is I support everything and nothing supports me. I am the substratum of everything. That is the third attribute. Asthitvam. I am the astha for everything. The fourth one is I am Srishti Sthiti Layakarta. GOD, generator, operator, destroyer. Why? This Prakriti will listen to what I'm like. When I want to cycle, my ability to cycle will listen to me. Same way, this Prakriti is Bhagavan's ability, will listen to Bhagavan. Whenever Bhagavan wants, will work for Bhagavan. Okay, people call it Prakriti is slave of Purusha and all these are not the right words. Because you have to see it as a lower plane, and the lower plane will always just follow what the higher command is. Okay. Then, the fifth one is Asangatvam. Asangatvam is the attribute. Because Sarvavyapitattvam, if Tatam is there are very high chance that Sangatvam will be connected. Please understand, and I am using technical words. I prefer to use technical words because otherwise English words will not give that meaning. When Sarva Vyapikatvam is there, if I am pervading everywhere, Sangatvam will be a very natural corollary of a logical mind. Okay, and hence this Asangatvam is an attribute which has been mentioned, and for which the example is given as Akashaha and Vayu. So what he says? Yatha Sarvatragaha Mahan Vayuhu Nityam Akasha Sthitaha Asti Tatha Sarvani Bhutani Matsthani Santi Iti Tvam Upadharaya. Okay. Upadharaya. Yavanta Pratyaya. No. Upadharaya. Sorry. Okay. Sarvat. Now, Akashaha. What is Akashaha? Space. Okay. And what is Nityam?
Always there.
Kalatrayepi tishtati iti Nityam. Sat means Nityam, which is there at all times. Now, the example given is in Vyavaharika. Even if we tell Kalatrayepi tishtati iti Sat, you cannot call it because Akasha is part of Prakriti. And one day that will also be rolled and taken in as Pralaya. Even the Akasha will go off. Then what was there? Nothing was there. Okay. for which again our Shastra talks about Nasadiya Suktam. Nasadasi no sadasi tadani nasidrayo no vyoma paroyate kuhavasita kuhagasya sharmanne. All these are questions. Bhakimasid gahanangabiram na mrityum tarihina ratriya anna asid praketaha anita vataggaswadayata degam. So it is said that it was pitch dark, nothing was there, even darkness was not there to understand. And Abhu, when they say Abhu, there was somewhere a life principle. In that nothingness, there was a life principle. And from that, everything came out. So that life principle was not comprehensible by anything, because there were no people, nothing was there, right? Who will comprehend that? But Brahman was there. That Brahman is shown as that life principle, objectified as life principle. So how did everything come? It cannot come out of nothing. That means everything was present as how? In potential form. And with the blessings of Brahman, it came out. Right? So, this particular example of Akasha, although it is called Nityam, Nityam means from absolute perspective, you can say for a very long period of time. Once the time is also Swaha, Akasha is also Swaha. Is it clear? Because space and time both came from Brahman. And first what came? Did space come first or time come first? Another Kaun Banega Karodpati question. Or both came together?
Space.
Huh?
Space.
They go.
Both came together.
Both came together. 3 answers have come now. Now we'll have to put vote. Who is voting for what?
Space.
Huh?
Space.
Okay. Now we are going to tell one Shruti line, and then you are going to decipher what the meaning is. Then you have to understand which came first. Because nowhere in the Shruti about the time coming they have told. You have to only logically decipher it. Tasmadva etasmadatmana akashas sambhutaha. Tasmad, hence, why, indeed, etasmad, from this, atmanaha, in this atma, akashaha, the space, sambhutaha, manifested out. Indeed, from this Brahman or Atma, Akasha manifested out. How do you break this sentence and bring time into it?
Sir, one is the cause and one is the effect. So there is a time factor in between.
Which is the cause, which is the effect?
Akasha is the effect.
And Atma is the cause.
Yes. So in between there is a time factor from cause to effect.
So what is the answer?
So time only. Time.
Time came first, followed by Akasha.
Akasha.
Okay. One answer. Any other? Now one person has proved that time has come first, then now if someone says both have come together, is there a way to prove it?
When we start talking that Akasha has come, so that is the time when it has come. The
No,
time
so-
and Akasha come together.
How? How? Repeat your statement.
When we say that Akasha has come,
Akasha?
so
Akasha?
Akasha has
Akasha? That word in between you are telling it. What have you told?
Has come.
Huh?
Has.
What is the meaning of has?
The time.
So, which has already come.
Both have come together, yes, sir.
Then you have to say Akasha is coming, not has come. Think. Whatever we say has that specific meaning or no?
The time is Brahman.
Huh?
There's nothing to come.
No, time cannot be Brahman. Sorry. Time is not Brahman. And surprisingly, time is never put as one of the Mahabhutas. Huh? And everything we relate to time. Time and space is what everything we relate to in this Vyavahara. And space is very clearly one of the Pancha Mahabhutas. Time is not at all there. So we need to understand Dvaita better first. Then Advaita is easier. So, has time come first, or has they come together, or has after the space coming, then the time has come? What is the meaning of Sambhutaha?
All being together.
Sambhuta. Little Sanskrit knowledge needs to be there. Sambhutaha. Bhutaha word will come where? In present tense, in future tense, or in past tense. Sam is a upasarga. Bhutaha will come in what? सर आउट ऑफ सिलेबस क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछने का. Some have also attended Sanskrit class. कभी तो गलती से बहुत साल पहले. भूतः is भूतकाल. So Sambhutaha has to be past. That means time has already come. Achha. Let us go. Forget the Shruti. Let us go with common sense. Before the Akasha came, what was there?
Nothing.
Nothing was there. Huh?
Means Akasha manifested first.
Correct. Before that, what was it called?
It was unmanifested.
What is that called state? That unmanifested state we call one name.
Pralaya.
Pralaya. So before Srishti there was Pralaya. First thing which came in Srishti is what? Akasha.
Akasha.
And before Akasha there was
The time was there.
Pralaya.
Pralaya.
In our talk, every time we are telling that, we are always giving the time continuum from Pralaya to Srishti. So even before Akasha, during Pralaya also the time was there. It was not being discussed about it, that's all. And that is why time is not a bhuta at all. Time is a reference point which you can connect the Pancha Mahabhutas. It is not a bhuta at all. Because in all our talk, we are always referring to the time, the eternity of time itself. When you say it is eternal, Nityatvam, independent of time, What does independent of time tell you? Presence of time or absence of time? Atma is independent of time. What does it tell you?
Absence.
It is, time is present, but Atma is not impacted by it.
Time is only a reference.
Exactly, time is a reference. So you can never say which came first or not. The Pancha Mahabhutas, Akasha comes, but time is always eternal, which is always there. It is a reference point. Otherwise, communication will become very difficult. You can't express the language by default inbuilds time. Are you able to get that?
So really, time has no existence, right?
Correct. But we have to take time into consideration because we are talking of Vyavahara. In Paramarthika, there is no space, there is no time also then. Okay, so he comes back to Vyavahara and he gives an example of Akasha. Because in Paramartha, you will never understand it because there is no second thing available there to talk about. The first thing which is coming in the Prakriti is Akasha. And what is Akasha's child? From Akasha what came? Akashat Vayuhu. Akashat Vayuhu. Time again that from Akasha Vayu has come. That means where will Vayu go and? So who is the cause, who is the effect? Akasha the cause, with time Vayu the effect. Clear? So he says, with reference to that, Akasha becomes Nityam. All pervading. With reference to that. Okay. So as much as you talk of a universe or cosmos, there is something called a space which is all pervading. Right? In that all pervading space, there is Vayu which is moving. Sarvatragaha. It moves to all the place. Mahan Akasha Sthitaha Nityam Vayuhu Sarvatragaha. This Vayuhu keeps moving. So you have an Akasha, and in this Akasha the Vayu keeps moving. Correct? Now the Vayu can be Sugandha Vayu or Durgandha Vayu. Correct? So whenever there is a agarbatti or a flower or a good smell, it is Sugandha Vayu there. And whenever there is a dirty smell, you call it Durgandha Vayu. Where are both present? In Akasha. Vayu becomes Sugandha or Durgandha, which is sullied or purified or with good smell and bad smell. So Vayu has changed its nature or not? Where is this Vayu moving? In Akasha. Correct? Has the Akasha become good or bad? Nothing has happened to Akasha. So the Vayu who has got good and bad feature, although present in Akasha, the Akasha does not get affected by this Vayu because it is not at all attached to this Vayu. Okay, it is Asanga with the Vayu. The Akasha Vayu relationship is Asanga, but present wherever Akasha is there, Vayu will be there. But they are not attached to each other. Is this clear? Same way, Tatha Sarvani Bhutani Matsthani. In the same way, everyone are established in me without I being attached to anyone. He Partha Tvam Upadharaya. You may understand this clearly. As Akasha is present by itself everywhere and Vayu moves around in the Akasha, the Vayu has got attributes. That attributes of the Vayu does not sully me or does not make me good or bad or otherwise, and hence I have no Sangha with the Vayu. Similarly, all the people are established in me and I am asanga with every bhutani. Is it clear? Okay, so he is giving an explanation of the Vyavaharika example to talk of the fifth attribute, which is asangatvam. So, what are the attributes? First one is avyaktam nirgunatvam. Second one is tatam sarva vyapikatvam. Third one is कोई लिखा है?
I support everything but nothing.
आधार आधेय. Okay, आधार आधेय. And what is the fourth one? Srishti sthiti layakarta. And the fifth one is asangatvam, like the akasha and vayu. Is it clear? Okay, and then he will further explain more in 7, 8 and 9. Further explanations are going to come, which we will see it in the next class. Sarva bhutani kaunteya prakritim yanti mamikam. We will start that and see the explanation. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Thank you, sir.
धन्यवाद
धन्यवाद.
धन्यवाद सर.
Hari Om, धन्यवाद sir.